The Crew 2 is a much better game than the Crew Motorfest, and I am about to explain why. Last summer, I decided to play the Crew Motorfest, and within a week, I already had complaints. Now, when this game first dropped, I was so excited to see it because I had had the Crew 2 about a few months before I even heard about this game, and I was like, it was like, wow, already, even though the game came out in 2018. I was like, dang, they already made another one. But then again, this isn't GTA we're talking about, and other game franchises are a bit more consistent when it comes to sequels and shit. Anyways, when I finally had enough money to buy the Crew Motorfest, I thought that I was going to be leaving Crew 2 behind. Well, I was so wrong about that. So let's address the elephant in the room, if you will. I believe that the Crew 2 is just a much more innovative game in general. The vehicle collection is a prime example of that. The Crew 2 focuses on all types of car types, even though the Crew Motorfest, they have multiple car classes like Crew 2. It's not like they remove them, but it's just that the Crew 2, their focus was utilizing all the different car classes, the regular street cars, off-road, the airplanes, the boats, and then for Motorfest, it's mainly cars. Another issue I have is that the Crew 2 literally takes place in all 48 states, if you exclude Hawaii and Alaska. I've never played a game, because I never played the Crew 1, so yeah, I've never played a game that had a map just that massive. Literally, at this point, I've been playing Crew 2 for about a year, I'd say. A solid year I've been playing the Crew 2 now. And still, I feel like I would literally have to have played the game since 2018 to have actually seen every spot and actually remember, because even when I revisit the same spot in Crew 2, it's oh, I haven't seen this spot in a while. But that rarely happens. Literally every time I get on and I do a summit or some race I just forgot about, it's just always something new. And it's just dope how the game quit getting updates last year, and the game it just feels so refreshing. It's just dope. But then we got Motorfest on the other hand, and it takes place in Hawaii, which Hawaii is gorgeous. I like the way Hawaii looks, and I think that Motorfest does have better graphics than the Crew 2 as well. But I just hate how you guys remember the game Test Drive Unlimited. Well, I'm pretty sure we all know about it because they just dropped Solar Crown. So I'm pretty sure people, go back and they backtrack. Anyways, Solar Crown... No, shit, I'm sorry. Test Drive Unlimited 2, they had Hawaii in their game as well. And the map was gigantic. It took, what did it take? An hour and some change to drive around the whole map. Crew 2 is the same way. I think the Crew 2, if you have, a ridiculously fast car, it'll probably take you, 45 minutes, half an hour. But... yeah, map is huge. Motorfest, it probably takes you 15, maybe 20 minutes to drive around the entire map. Even with the map expansion, I just still don't really feel the need to come back to Motorfest, honestly. Now, this is probably a kinda stupid point that I'm pointing out, if you will, but I think the Crew 2 has a better story than Motorfest, even though they both really don't have much of a story. But I do like how the Crew 2 feels kind of like a game show in a way, you could say, but Motorfest, it just feels Motorfest, I feel like Motorfest is trying to kind of be like Forza 5 a bit, but it's also trying to be Need for Speed. It just doesn't really know what it wants to be. It's just a really strange game, and it's difficult to play, which we'll get into right now, but yeah. I guess you could say that the Crew 2 feels a bit more open world because, like I said, the map size, when it comes to the crew motorfest, oh my god, I was driving in the same ass spots. You know, when I was just like free roaming. In the crew too, it is so easy to like get lost because the map is gigantic. Like, not that that's really a complaint because it's really easy to find events. Events are scattered all over the map, so it's not really difficult to lose an event, but it's just like really easy to get lost. And I kind of like that. That's kind of like in real life when you move to a new city. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you like prefer multiplayer, like if you're a guy who only plays online, then you'll like Motorfest a bit more because unfortunately, Crew 2 online really doesn't exist. Which I mean, I really don't give a shit about. I've always enjoyed playing by myself because I'm just a guy who by himself. That didn't sound too pleasant. Anyways, next point. So with all this info I've said, I think it's no shocker coming from me that I think that Crew Motorfest is a disappointment. Like, my friends, they told me that the game sucks, and I got it anyways. I got it because, the Crew 2 is my main racing game, and I'm like, bro, like, I was always gonna feel like I was missing out if I never got it. But that's it. I literally bought Motorfest due to FOMO, not actually being interested in it. Because if Motorfest wasn't like a quote unquote, well, supposed to be a sequel, but to me it's a quote unquote sequel, then I would have never got it. Because it literally, like I said about a minute or two ago, it just seems like a Horizon 5 knockoff. So I got about 4 friends who play Motorfest, and I feel like even if I had 40 friends who played this game, I still wouldn't come back to it. Like, that's just how bad the game is. Like, it's like the more that I played it, the more I just couldn't stand it. It's just unfortunate. Like, this is becoming an epidemic. We live in an era where sequels are not living up to their expectations. This is why nostalgia gaming is so big all of a sudden. We're starting to wake up and realize that the previous titles of our favorite franchises were so much better. Need for Speed, Call of Duty, GTA, Forza, even the SpongeBob games. All of those older games were just so much better. And the new one is oh shit, what the hell am I trying to say? The Motorfest, that shit. Like, that game upsets me so much that I can't even talk when I'm talking about it. But yes, Motorfest is no exception. Just like all those franchises I listed, the Crew has just they just have not lived up to our expectations. And I feel like the game is just so bad. Like, it doesn't matter how many updates you get, it's just not gonna be any better. But like I said, I'm not a huge multiplayer type of guy, so maybe that's why. I really don't know. But life is short. We shouldn't be, spending our time playing games that we don't really enjoy. That's why I don't really play GTA Online that much because, well, at least GTA Online is still fun when you play with friends, but for the most part, I just don't really play anymore. Plus, on top of that, it's a new year. I'm trying to do new shit. Alright, so my final point that I want to make is that I currently have 19 days on the Crew 2. I got 100 hours on that game within the first week of playing it. I was absolutely hooked. And to this day, I still get hooked sometimes. The game is amazing. Motorfest, on the other hand, I deleted it after 7 days. And I'm pretty sure about 5 to 6 of those hours were grinding. Because that's another thing that I cannot stand about games is grinding. At least in the Crew 2, grinding is kind of fun with those cop missions and shit. But my god, bro, grinding in Motorfest is just like, it was fucking with my mental at the point. And I'm like, bro, why do I even do this shit? And like, it was like I have nothing else to do. Then I was like, bro, I'm a young man, bro. I should be doing other shit like, you know, like making TikToks and working out, even though I've been in shape my whole life. Still, I should be doing other shit instead of grinding a video game. It's like, bro, what am I even getting out of this shit, bro? Like, at least Crew 2, I'm actually like enjoying this shit. But yeah, I'm literally when I was playing Motorfest, I was wasting my time gaming and not even enjoying this shit. Like, that's just bad. Like, growing up as a kid, I never experienced that. And it's just like, bro, if GTA 6 sucks, then I might just be done with gaming, like, for real. And honestly, I'm cool with that. You know, it's like, there have been times where, like, I've, like, put games, like, on pause and, like, went outside and, you know, like, made friends and whatnot. And even if I did make friends, you know, just went outside, you know, took care of business. Well, I always take care of business. How did I put this? I don't know. Kind of like explore. I'm not really a explorer type of guy. I don't really know where I'm going with this shit. But yeah. So that's gonna wrap up this video. I am a little sleepy, which explains why I was kind of all over the place with my stuff. I did not feel like recording this multiple times, so I really do hope you enjoy it, and I also hope that you agree with me. I feel like a lot of people say that like the previous game was better. Like literally back in 2013 when GTA 5 came out, people were saying GTA 4 was better. And you know, for a few years I agreed, but I mean, today, no. I think GTA 5 is a better game. It's just that, you know, GTA 4 is just, you know, more nostalgic. We actually grew up on it. I kind of grew up on GTA 5, but I like really, really grew up on GTA 4. Like, I actually hit puberty when GTA 4 came out. GTA 5 came out, I was already, you know, like, you know, actually, like, talking to women, you know, the shit that young adults do. But yeah, those are, like, my main points. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and God bless.